Well, I think the most important thing I had to realize while I got older is that I thought that I needed to be a perfect violinist or musician much too early. And just realizing how much I still learned in the last 15 years, I'm 44 now. It's amazing. And sometimes just by being exposed to music, listening to great colleagues, also for me the composing, one continuously learns. And I was really, really causing myself big trouble by too early expecting myself to be mature and to be perfect about everything. I think everything that counts is just experience and the exchange and playing great chamber music with colleagues. And anyway, for me, chamber music is the real McCoy. It's more important than all the solo playing, all the rushing around, because working with musicians, working with human beings, one learns so much. And I have this chamber group in Basel since so many years, and it's really fabulous, and it's a good collaboration. Also mixed, we have winds and strings and piano and percussion. And this is very, very good for me as a composer also, because I have direct experience with how the musicians breathe, how they feel the music. What also I found very interesting is to meet people who had a great horizon, who are also interested in poetry, who are going to the theater, who are just generally open-minded, because that fuels the art. And just coming away from just practicing 9 hours a day, I don't say you don't need this time. I also had a time when I studied in Mannheim where I practiced 7-8 hours a day. But it cannot end there. And when I'm with an old colleague, and especially, I think it's always a great combination to put very old and very young people together, and to have somebody read erotic Verlaine poems to me or whatever. That is part it's part of life, and it makes the art beautiful, and it makes me want to express new things in music, like things maybe I personally haven't felt yet, and it expands my horizon of feeling. And so that is maybe one recommendation. Just get to know some great old musicians, play chamber music with them, hang out with them, and especially go to a lot of concerts. There is a tendency with young players not to go to concerts, and I think it's absolutely disastrous, because even of bad performances one learns an enormous amount. That is my alarm clock. This hint has actually been given to me by a pianist from Paris, and she said the best thing you can do is actually go to the concerts of other people, because there you can just talk to them, you can tell them in a very relaxed environment what you're doing, what you're loving, what you liked about their playing. Because this world, I think, has a huge problem, is that everybody is into production and nobody actually is on the receptive side. Nobody wants to hear, nobody wants to be present when somebody else is trying to say something. And if you want to be successful, basically you have to find out where are the needs. What do people need most around you? And the amazing thing is actually what they need most is for you to listen, not to make more noise. And that, of course, is a bit paradox, because why should you then spend all your life practicing an instrument or spending all your life in a small room writing music, when actually what makes other people most happy is when you listen to them. But I think it's not so much of a paradox as it seems, because when you really listen to other people, then what you say afterwards is in reference to what they told you, and they will recognize it.